is on the air. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The first carry now. This is Johnson. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another try for Guerrero. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. If you look at this Colt defense, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Complete, it's Dotson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, a run with Garindo. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On the give, it's Warren. And some room to roam now. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Warren is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Johnson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Warren will score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. They'll go to Barkley again. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Richardson off the play fake. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And once again, that middle going to be clogged up as he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Short throw to Smith. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On play action, Rodgers. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Rodgers to throw once more. Smith catches left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Rodgers. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Handoff for Warren. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Guerrero. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Isaac Guerrero, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Richardson. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up.
And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Barkley inside handoff. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's Garendo on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On second down, here's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and 9 here. Here's Rodgers. Goes right back to Smith again. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two yards to go, second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a run with Warren. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Rodgers now to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Connor Hayward, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Cooper will go in motion. Play action. Now Richardson. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Austin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Handoff here, Guerendo. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3. Again, it's Guerendo. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On the give, it's Guerendo. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run with Garindo, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Isaac Garindo, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Richardson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rodgers looking to throw. Short throw to Smith. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Rodgers to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Austin. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Smith here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Boswell's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. This pass left side to Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's 1st down. Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson. Sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. Breaks through the contact. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Austin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.